There's a question here from Amber. It says, do you think that the BLM, the Black Lives Matter moment, has had impact on organisations like the BBC ITV? And is this moment one of real change, or, Amber asks, is it a passing fad?
What a shame that George Floyd had to die for this moment to happen. You know, with respect to his family and the people around this huge issue, I think that it's awful that we couldn't have recognised that change needed to come before that. I'm talking about all organisations, all industries need to recognise that marginalised peoples matter and that they deserve their spot in the centre space, and they should be allowed to fail and do better until they can run things. Jamaicans have a thing, we run things, things don't run we. Jamaicans say that. But you have to be allowed to make mistakes before you get to run things. But there's no Jamaican thing of, you must fail first. We haven't got that. Jamaicans just dive straight in. Help, I can't swim. But I'm going to swim next week if I survive. You know, but I think that Black Lives Matter is very important because it galvanized people around the world to say, we stand with you and we will not stand for that. And I think that's why it's important. And I think it has changed things. You can pinpoint people's change in attitude, even to things like they should bring the big breakfast back and there should be black people in it. You can look at that and pinpoint it to Black Lives Matter, where people, all the executives said, well, you know, this will not stand. We need to make a change here. And I started going on about it over 15 years ago. And it's only now changing. But you know, change is long. Change is long. In the middle of slavery, we was like, really? How long is this going to be? When's this going to be over? Women waiting to be able to vote. What, really? I've got to still wear this long frock? When do I get to vote for some shit? First thing I'm going to vote for is hot pants. You know? When do we get to do stuff? Working class people, gay people, black people, when do we get to prove that we can do this stuff? But you need to learn, you need to have the opportunity to be given the chance to learn how to do stuff and fail. The luxury of failing is only allowed to a few people. Everybody else has to scrabble.
Television plays such a unique role in our society. You talked about you can't believe you can be something until you can see it. Do you think we've had a particularly uphill battle for these issues of diversity and inclusion in this world where you spent your career? Television?
People would say I was very lucky. Got my own series 9 years in. Was on television every year with my own series for years and years and years. And I have been lucky. I worked really hard though. The lucky thing is a thing. You know, people say about people, oh, you know, Serena Williams is lucky. Chris Rock is lucky. Dave Chappelle is lucky. You know, they're not lucky, they work their bollocks off. So, you know, recognize the effort that people put into their craft. Mm-hmm. And don't just think it's luck. Don't just think it's because you're in the right place at the right time or because you're black at the right time. You know, people work hard to get where they are, and people should respect that.